And welcome back to another G35 1J swap vlog. Today, your host 1J Cowboy, alongside
1J Cowboy.
What your name is?
I don't know, bro. I'm just here.
Okay, anyways, we're putting together the pistons today. I've never done this. Viddy has watched a lot of YouTube videos, so in his mind he's done this.
I'm nervous, I'm not gonna lie, but
we're gonna take you guys along for the process. We just did number ones, so we're gonna show you how we're doing these, how to feeler gauge them, and then basically putting everything together. So you guys are gonna learn alongside me, and well, we're gonna take this step by step. So what?
It's ain't a crazy how to. This is how we're doing it.
Oh yeah, we're not gonna tell you exactly like do this.
We'll watch the videos that I watched.
Facts. All the engine builders out there that be doing this, but no, I guess what? So you got number one, number two, and then oil rings.
Yeah.
Different thicknesses. They go in different ports or different slits on the actual piston. We dropped all number ones inside of here, and you'll be able to see that there's like a little gap right here, right? So that's what you use the feeler gauge for. So I think what basically you want to make sure that the ring inside the piston has a certain amount of play, right?
Yeah, you need just the right gap inside of the cylinder.
Which is going to allow it to compress on the actual piston up and down.
Yeah.
So to get them straight, because when you drop them in, they could be all cockeyed. He's using the actual piston to push it down, and then using the feeler gauge, basically dropping it in the slit and making sure you've got the right specs. And Viddy was Mr. Clutch Man today. Printed these out so we didn't have to use oily hands on the phone, even though we're going to use that to vlog. And we are looking for first specs. What, 300s?
No, number 2.
3 millimeter? No, I was telling him before.
Oh, yeah.
So, first specs, second specs, third specs. I think what, you're trying to have it on the lower end, but more towards the middle, if need be.
Mid to lower end, so like on these we're looking for like
0.3,
yeah,
0.33.
somewhere around there.
So,
what exactly should it be? In between there, that's all I know.
we're reading papers and measuring stuff, so you guys will get brought along. We'll show you guys a little bit here and there, and then this is I think video 2 or 3 on this JZ, so it's coming along, it's moving along. She's sitting over there just begging to become Miles' car. But if you guys haven't already, go back and watch some of the Crown 1J stuff as well. We're coming at you guys with all of the JZ stuff. I got to make some videos on Ty's Chaser because that thing is ripping now. On the streets, tuned. Got a couple things to dial in, but I think we're going to be filming some of that, getting the Chaser out as well. And then the engine is dropped in the Crown. So go back, watch those videos if you guys are interested in that. The Crown was NA2J going 1J GTE and manual swap. Now this G35 is going 1J and staying manual.
Yep. And
yeah, step by step.
Let's hope this works. If not, go fund me in the link below.
You guys will, you guys will see the end progress.
So I went through the first time with the smaller feeler gauge, which is what it should be at. This is the max now.
The max recommended
spec, yeah, that it should be at. And like, you can see when I put it in, you gotta try to put it in straight, otherwise it'll move it. But this doesn't want to go.
Which is a good sign.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly
this is the max. So this is thicker.
Yeah.
Fitting in that gap.
And look, if we go to, so this is the minimum, or we'll go to like a 40. That's like ideal in my head. You can feel like a slight resistance on there, but that's kind of what you want. You don't want it to just be loose in there. Like this is the minimum now. Oh, see the minimum? Minimum, you could just, it's not
like a hot dog down a hallway type beat.
Yeah, like just it's doing this basically.
But the biggest side, the
max is
not fitting.
too tight, which is
what we want.
Yeah. And these are OEM rings too, so like they should be pretty close to spec, which they're showing to be. We haven't even, I bought this on Amazon, and Yeah, we didn't use it yet.
Alibaba OEM rings.
I pay full price. Every now and then I kind of put the piston back in there to make sure they're straight because
The feeler gauge will catch it and
yeah, it'll go
cock
from
it a
this
little
to
bit.
this little, and then it's not getting a real good read on there. But I mean, so far these seem pretty good, all of them. I'm gonna run through them all with like a ideal one, make sure that feels good, and then on to the next.
What we got going on? So what? You're 5 through,
Yes. Getting a little hang of it.
faster and faster as you go.
Yeah. This is how I'm doing it. Oil ring on. So I'm doing these by hand. These are delicate. They're like super thin.
Well, you put that in. A ring goes on the top. A ring goes on the bottom of it.
Yeah, I'm doing these from the bottom. It just seems to be easier for me. I have this pliers. I tried doing it at first with the pliers. Didn't really like how it felt. It's just super thin. I'd kind of rather do it by hand and feel, you know,
Resistance.
really how much I'm giving it. I just do the bottom one first, slip it in the bottom. Look at that, it snaps right in. You can see that right in there in the bottom. I flip it over. Second one. The gaps, we'll show that later, but the gaps you want to have in a specific spot afterwards. So slide it up. I kind of just pull a little bit, get the bottom over to up, right on top. Should go around, just like that. It snaps in place, it's in, look all the way around. It's nice and in there.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Then I do ring number 2 first. It's further down. These I use the pliers. These pliers, they're okay. They work. I don't really like them that much, but then again, never use another set. So what I do is I just line up the ring, just the edge of the tool right there. You gotta squeeze it quite a bit. Get it over, and squeeze it a little more. I try to squeeze it just as much as I need because, oh, see that's slipping. So we're gonna bring it back down. I try not to over squeeze it. I don't wanna break a ring this far in. I have to buy a whole set. I take my finger, put that back end on, line it up. There you go, pops out, and then you just.
And it doesn't matter that these are
in there.
like loose and have a big gap, because this is all going to get tightened when the piston sits in the actual cylinder wall. So
somewhere, piston compressor.
what we measured earlier is the actual ring being compressed to the size it will be for the piston bore. So
Yep. Same thing. Shit, just break. Oh, there we go. Okay. Number 1. This one, honestly, I find the hardest is ring number 1. I don't know why. It just fights me a little bit more. Getting a little bit better at it. Squeeze it. Get it over that bottom. That's slipping again. Like I said, readjust. Get it right over. Line it up. Kind of look all the way around. See, it didn't go in all the way. Just yeah, it actually did. And then just
yeah, bada bing, bada boom,
it's
baby.
in there. And then for ring placement, I have a picture.
These are the gaps he's talking about.
So, well, obviously I was watching a video while I was looking this up too because I didn't want to mess it up. But you see here, that dot is to the front towards number 1. So we're gonna line it up like that. They say number 1 compression goes up right there, like that.
We're placing these
The gaps.
open gaps.
Number 2 goes over here. 1, 2, and then we'll do both oil rings, top and the bottom. Get those lined up, and then it should be good to slap in.
Nice. Lube up your crank, kids. Flips it upside down. Getting the lubed up.
Just a little bit.
Lube and finger work. Going crazy.
This shit better work, man. That's all I gotta say.
Amen. I got faith.
Glad
I got
you
faith, bro.
do. I mean, I do too, otherwise I wouldn't be spending the money, but if they don't, I'd be real freaking upset.
So what, for the people that don't know, that little thing, it goes around the piston, clamps down
Yeah,
on
presses the rings.
the rings. You flip it upside down and then, or right side up or whatever, and then you wink, 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 tap it in, right?
Yeah. So, put a little bit of lube on that bearing. This dot is forward. I have the skirt. Hope I haven't pressed enough.
You gotta get a back end of a hammer or what?
Yeah, this is the wrong spot.
What?
It's hitting this dowel.
All right, take two.
Backwards.
Damn, put that in the wrong spot.
Damn it!
Wrong spot again.
I literally put it there.
Thinking that, oh, that's funny. Take 7.
Alright.
You can use your hand and just slide it in.
So one guy used his hand, but his shit was like half the size.
All these other dudes just use the back of a mallet.
Yeah. See one of these. Cut!
All right, quick reset. We had to turn the crank over just a little bit so that they can align super easy. We went to put the, I guess the 3rd and 4th one in, and they were like that, so it just it would have been hard to
fucking rod was like this instead of
straight down. So we just turned it over so that it makes it easier to go down, and then for the last 2, we'll turn it back over so those are up and down as well. And I mean, the pistons are moving good. You can tell that they have, you know, some resistance, I guess, but like they're not just loosey-goosey, so that's what you want. The caps are not on the back, so you know, just using the hand to push them down and guide them. Now we're cooking with chicken.
nice.
Spicy. Now we turn the crank over, match those high and lows, and the last 2 in. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 M's in my bank account.
Yo.
Pistons in my 1J blog.
Yeah.
All right, boys and girls. Put in a couple. Had to turn the crank over. It's okay that the bottoms do not have the caps on because you can just push them up and down with your hand. But the crank rotates like this, and it was kind of a pain to get the pistons in, like with the crank a little off-centered. Yeah, we'll just show you guys from the bottom. So this is where the pistons slide over, and when it's to one side, it just makes it a bit of a pain for the rod to actually go over the crank. So I think we did what, like 3, and then turned it a little bit, put the 4th in, turned it a little bit, put the 5th in, then the 6th in. No problem at all. So they went in. Vithi says don't buy the cheap piston compressor.
This is not a great one. I don't like it. It works, obviously.
I mean, it works, but
it was like, I think like $9, $8-9.
the nice one's what, 50
like
beans,
40,
but
bucks. Yeah, it's a billet. Like, I mean, the one I saw was like a bicycle one, but like it's The only thing good about this is you could do different size engines. You could, or pistons or whatever.
And that was only bore specific?
Yeah, that's like an 86 mil one that just slips in. You don't got to tighten it, you don't got to move it, nothing, and it just works, so.
But I think what, we're going to put the
Caps on.
rod caps on and then maybe move to the head, but one step at a time. It is nice being that I get to be behind the camera for most of this stuff. Obviously help where I can, but like this is Vicky's first engine build, my first engine build, like this deep into something. So, I mean, we're just taking it one step at a time, and at that point, like, we're both not doing stuff at the same time. So I get to hold the camera and learn and, well, help assemble a 1J.
Exciting stuff.
Well, all of the connecting rod caps are on. They are tight. It's a little scary.
Yeah.
It says 22 foot-pounds.
Which is okay.
And a 90-degree turn.
That's the...
So we're sitting here, and he used a breaker bar after using all of them on 22 for the torque wrench.
Imagine a breaker bar from here to here is like a good pull. It feels like...
It's tight, and it seems scary, but...
Yeah, it does, but...
I don't know, they all work. So what he did after the 22 foot-pounds is put little markings. All of these little markings were going this way, so that when he tightened it, you can see that bada bing, bada boom. All those are now facing this way, so should be good. Engine turns over a little bit, added a little bit more assembly lube on the rotating bearings and parts, and then I guess now the engine's gonna get turned over, and then what? Head. Time for the ARP head studs. Head's going on. You want to do cams today or what? We'll see.
Maybe, yeah.
I'm kind of hungry.
We got a time motor.
I'm a little hungry.
What's the drip everywhere?
I don't think he understands. I'm a little hungry.
A little hungry?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to snack on.
Little chipotle.
A little chipotle.
It's about time, boys and girls. Head gasket is on, sprayed with the copper. I feel like some people are like, yeah, I like it. Some people are like, I don't.
I mean, I'll be honest. Spoke to that man, JP. You've been a big help with everything.
He said he likes it or doesn't.
He said at Mazworks, every engine gets it. So I said, all right, I'm fucking using it.
Alright, bruh. Strong boy.
Line me up. I can't see shit.
Okay, you're about on the dowels. Oh, you gotta go forward? Oh, wait. Nope, up and towards me. Okay. There you go. Good sauce? From an empty block to head semi-on. This is looking very accomplishing. Even though you guys might be watching this video and being like, damn, they're not doing too much. Like, it's still, try doing this yourself and you're like,
Yeah, it's a lot.
I want to take so long to, you know, do all this little things.
And you want this and you want that. And like, it's not cheap either. Like, everything's expensive.
It looks good.
Honestly, it looks so much better with just like...
It does. It does. And I like the non-gloss black.
Yeah, it looks a little dirty.
It looks dirty with the... Bro, nah. You look at it like this, you can't tell. If you look at it with the light on it, you know, it is what it is.
Let's get me in a car.
All right, boys and girls, we are ending out night one. We got some grubbing tin. And while we were out, we tried to get the correct socket for this, but turns out we need a 3/8 drive, 12.13 millimeter socket.
13 or half.
13 or half, it is half. So the 1/2-inch drive definitely will not fit in there. And yeah, even if we were to grind that down a little bit, it's not going to work. So
a lot of it.
and the whole entire thing. So I think we're going to end out tonight with that. Vithi was maybe going to mess with a couple things, but tomorrow or order, or we'll figure it out. Obviously, you guys will see what we do in this video, but assembly is coming along. The head is, I mean, almost on, and then it's going to be head assembly time. And then, you know, it does look like a lot has been done, which a good amount in terms of like tear down, cleaning, you know,
yeah,
all of that stuff. A lot has been done, but there's still so much to do. So everything on the top end, all of the, you know, assembly bits, accessory bits, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
So it is what it is, but we will catch you guys tomorrow or something, and let's put the rest of the JZ together. And welcome back. It is a couple days later, but we figured engine block assembly video, we're gonna give you guys all the details. So I was gone this weekend, and Vithi was getting the head stuff sorted. Forgot to film, so everybody go say
I was stressed.
Vithi, we're still excited to see everything.
Yeah,
but we're gonna take the valve covers off just to show you guys. He'll tell you a little bit about installation, and then kind of go over some of the rest of the stuff that he has and the plans. But really, this video is just getting the pistons, getting the rings, teaching you guys a little bit, but like also learning on our end. So, you know, all assembly lubed up, Ashy ready to rip.
Yeah, I mean, it's, oh, remind me one day, this is not tight.
You'll watch the video and remind yourself.
Yeah. But I mean, it's all there. It's spinning. I mean, I'll say it, I don't care. I had an issue with freaking, I was talking to JP. I swear this series is gonna be, I asked JP, this about JP fucking asking.
Hey, by the way, go like, comment, subscribe,
yeah,
to his channel.
He helped out a bunch.
And if y'all want to learn some stuff, like he teaches you guys.
Yeah. But the buckets that slide over the valve spring, you can kind of see them in there. They freaking. So I put I did the exhaust side first, put them all in, lube them up, whatever. They're supposed to just slip right in. It's a tight tolerance. It fits in there. They should be able to spin around the spring still, but one of them was like bound up. It was a little tight, and I was like, because they all went in, I was like, no, it's fine. Like, it's just, I marked them all and everything. They went back in the same hole they came out of. So I was like, yeah, we'll just tap her in there a little bit with a mallet. But I didn't even tap it. I had the bottom of the mallet. I hit one of these and went, one of those. That bitch was stuck. It was so stuck. It was stuck down and everything. But what happened was that the valve spring tool that you guys saw in like the video, a couple videos ago or whatever, it just nicked the edge of the journal and kind of scored it up. So talked to JP, he talked to some other people too, and ended up just taking a small little file, just cleaning up the edges a little bit, and they slide in and they spin around and everything in it easily. I had the same issue in a couple of these over here, but it's all there. It's fine. It's good.
It's good. It's good. But now that everything is rotating as well, I mean, head is tight on there, right? ARP.
Everything's torqued. Everything's.
By the way, 12 point. What is it?
13 mil.
Nah. I thought.
No.
Half. So 13 mil is 13 mil, and a half is what? 12 point like
7
or something,
12.7
and it makes it tighter. So.
You need
get you guys one of these online at Auto Parts before you do what we did, and
has to be a 3/8 drive
because it will be too big.
You cannot fit it down in there. Like you can see how, like
no, it's
dude, this socket is like the exact size. You have to have this, otherwise it's not gonna work.
So head studs on, head on, gaskets on, piston rings on, cams on, the whole 9 yards, and then I guess. Yeah, we're gonna do a little compression test to end this video out, which could be a good or bad thing. This whole thing is a learning process anyways. Yeah. Vithi is very good about figuring out things and making sure he knows what to do before, but of course still question yourself while you're putting it all together. So we could do the compression test and the numbers are up, but they might not be what we want. There also could be, they could be up a lot, but the compression reader, you know, isn't as accurate as another one, so it might give us lower or higher numbers. It is what it is. Really, I think the whole point is just making sure that all the cylinders are up, making sure that you know,
Yep.
the rings are doing their job, and that's really about it. So
higher like compression number. We had the same test 3 as last time. Last time we were between what 90s and like 120.
120,
like,
yeah.
3 were 90 and 3 were 120. So I don't want to say a number now because I don't want to be upset. If I
Yeah,
don't get a
yeah,
number
yeah.
Afterwards,
but we just want to see an increase. We want to make sure that they're all even, and then from there it will just be, you know what, sending it. It's gonna take some boost. It's got new piston rings,
and it's just treating it all up, putting it all back together, and yeah,
very
let it
cool.
go.
Well, you guys saw the quick time lapse.
Got oil pressure. I mean, you got oil in it.
He's not crying, so you know what that means.
No, yeah. So I said I'm not gonna say a number. In my head, 180 was the number. 170, 180. But
That's like OEM number. That's like,
yeah, it's like mid.
yeah.
But no, for that valve job we did at JP shop and all that, I'm happy with it. So the first time we did it with the hookup to the truck was off, and we were in between like what 145.
145, yeah.
So like 150, 152, like right, like which is more than close enough.
Yeah.
So I'd call that like 150, and then we tried it again with the truck running, just to see if maybe it wasn't getting
Crank better, or
yeah,
I don't know.
Just to try it.
Let them kind of seat themselves, if
And when
anything.
we did that, it came out to like between 155 to like 165. So.
And they're pretty consistent.
Yeah.
So
Shit, I'm more than happy with that. I believe it's like 15%. Could be like pretty sure it's 15% like variance between the cylinders. And
well, and that's like when you should start worrying. This is what, 7%, 10 out of 150. Yeah, you're.
It's missing a turbo. It's gonna get some boost and it's gonna hit. Like, I'm not worried about it.
Yes, sir. So my boy now is an engine builder. Hit him up.
Yeah, sure.
Whatever make the dollar bills. But no, I think we're gonna wrap this video up here. As you guys can tell, my face is cooked, fried. It's been a long day, and it's a hot one out here. So appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you guys are excited as I am, and as excited as this guy is, because a 1J is going in that beautiful car, hopefully sooner than later. So engine is together. Now it's just going to be getting accessories and everything else cleaned up.
Gonna get done. Lisa's gonna take care of those. Yeah, I mean, just get it cleaned up. Powder puff coating.
Powder puff coating. Hit them up.
Dre, put it right here, bro. Put in the thing real quick. And put JP's link there too, because he helps a lot too.
Yes, sir.
You know, put Tap there too, just because he cool. Nah, but I'm hyped. I'll take those numbers. I'm more than happy with that. For my first time, like, we've done a bunch of like stuff on cars, but I've never personally done anything
This deep into an engine.
Yeah. So like to go pretty damn close to bare block, all that was in there was the crank. Like I'm happy with those
That's
numbers.
sick. It's
yeah,
sick.
No, I'll take that. First time, I mean, can't complain.
Yes, sir. Well, like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. Go check out some more of the 1J stuff on the Crown or past videos you missed, and we will catch you guys on the next one. Later.